In the last session, which was probably 6 7 8 weeks ago, they probably completely forgotten what they're doing, but they're having a discussion about trying to set things up. But they went straight into combat. Yeah, so it's not my fault. Now, we normally do some chats with people. We can run like normal. We just get probably can't straight into it. We normally give a chat to like Thursday and have a video. Oh, because we have to do this because of things. Things, yeah. We don't have pictures too, but yeah, and maybe somewhere. This is something I was going to do before we actually went live, but there's a lot of technical difficulties that we had without going straight into the combat, because you just had to go back at the end of the last session. But I get everyone. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, I missed you. I missed my adventure.
You're going last. Hey, I'm almost certainly going last. I rolled a anyone just under 11. You talking about your yeah, you're talking about me. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do it on the first round. Yeah. I got 19. Oh, boy, is a crack out here. Oh, Jesus. I should be oh, but a mirror and one to like. I tried doing this slightly at video. My name is Antoine, and I love to use this podcast to or Lord is massively cracked out here, so we can mess up. Well, you did. Go crazy. Yeah, I've actually taken a lot of inspiration from my cat called Susie. She's cracked out. What did you get for energy?
18.
Curious, what did you get? 22. What did you get? 26. Bro, what did you get? 20. What did you get? I got a 30. Thank you very much. That was the wow. Even then, I'm like super quicker. Yeah, action to go to highest initiative +1. Pretty much, yeah. big one there that's there's a veteran up there that looks phone.
There's one that literally to the left of the right there.
Yeah, it's a whole bit of
in a really big cave.
There's one up there that's a veteran and another one that looks like a living golden plate. On that. Yeah. And there's a barbarian there as well for Amber, I believe. There's a few there that look pretty cool.
Apparently,
It's easy, but okay, so we're going straight north as north on the battle screen. Also, I believe straight north is north on the battle screen. Yeah, so here's the I know this is more widely Valen and some other guy who also with us. Anything to do with like a head soldier coming in.
every little motion body is one less motion in. No, it's part of the photo. Hashtag Popo and I do love this.
Yeah. This is like an execution firing line.
Hashtag not my thing.
I do have some line prepared. You have line prepared. There's going to be some nobody's got his own plans.
or is it a short sword with a gun?
Yeah, it's even better knowing about gunblades and stuff that they actually existed.
And were clearly just used probably quite similarly to how people feel about them today.
I put that on performance mode.
It's just
so that it's not going to try and view it
Novelty.
there and there.
it was just a novelty made by people who were wealthy enough to attempt it.
Do we?
Also, there's speculation that it was like because you can only fire.
Thanks,
it once,
Romney, for that.
shoot, and then when they
This is the first time we've used the battle camera since we moved the studio, so we hadn't had a chance to. Wasn't expecting it to do that, but
It wasn't quite.
Thank you.
It wasn't quite stress tested yet.
it wasn't quite stress tested yet. Yes. But good stuff, Alice. Thank you.
North Imperious. He's the
All right.
first.
Sorry. Yes. I will give you guys the initiative order, even though I probably shouldn't, just to sort of hopefully help you guys out when it's your turn. So Oddcall will be first,
Of course you will.
followed by Imperious, followed by the Lair.
The lair.
The
Oh,
lair.
it's always at 20.
Yes. Followed by Rowan,
Nice.
Amber.
I'm after Rowan.
You are after Rowan, yes. After Amber is Antoine. After Antoine is Volkir. After Volkir, of course, is Xenofeld. And at the very bottom of the list is Emir. However, I have not rolled for the other guys either yet, so...
we can make this work.
Okay, let's just hope the fan and that don't get in between our.
You know what? I'm just going to make my life easy and just put them all at the bottom.
That works.
Okay. That's dodgy. No, it's just I'm scared.
Do you know what's even more dodgy?
What?
I was seeing what I was seeing before, but with a French accent.
When?
Alright!
No.
Let's just quickly get into this.
I don't care.
Okay.
Let's just get into this. Let's just do it. Final fight against Xanafalt and see what happens.
Okay.
Of course, first off this particular list is Oddclaw. What does Oddclaw do?
Feel about this.
Um,
Oh dear.
Thanks D225, D20 TV. Thanks for coming along. It's the payment I get for fixing your tables.
he's gonna take a crossbow shot at
Damn it, I'm trying to make a red
Dickhead's
heart
face.
and I'm
Alright,
failing
take a
miserably
crossbow
anyway.
shot at Dickhead's face.
Actually, no, he's gonna move 10 feet forward to take the
Well,
shot.
let's
And the reason for that is because he then gets sneak
I just like
attack.
grabbed my anyway.
Is it in close range?
No, because swashbuckler, it's a 1-on-1. So,
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
that's a 14 plus 7,
For Xenofeld,
21.
that hits.
Sweet.
Well, that's
And he's going to
It's at least-
roll a d8,
Light crossbows do it.
which is a 1 plus 4, then plus sneak attack, which is 3d6.
Isn't it 4d6?
You're right, it's 4. I leveled up at some point.
Could you?
You've been the same level for 3 months at least.
So that's 5, 6, 10, 20.
20 points.
20 exactly.
Pew pew.
And then I'm going to duck behind Amber and whisper in her ear, "He called you fat."
If only you were a mastermind, you could do help as a.
Amber, he called you fat.
Imperious.
I am casting Fireball.
building.
As
She's
per
already
what we
raging,
said
man.
at the end of last session.
What are you doing, sorry?
Casting Fireball.
Fireball?
Yes.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. I'm short of D6.
Unleash the bucket.
Oh, that's actually really
My
bad.
mum was lucky. You want to meta that?
Can you measure that?
Yeah.
29 damage.
29 damage.
I can't meta that. I can only meta healing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or
That's what I'm gonna do.
or he saves for half.
Yes.
That's right, I forgot the safe part.
Yeah.
Save 15.
He's fine!
Save 15, just so you know.
Sorry?
Save is 15.
I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
so
so
you
it takes 15 instead.
It takes 14.
Yes.
You ran down.
Indeed.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was always round up.
No. All going down. Tim, could you perhaps describe to us exactly what we're seeing?
That's probably a good idea. As it's being.
Because it's not a blue slab.
It's not a blue slab, that is correct. What you were seeing here, of course, we're going to actually go from last week because there should theoretically be another model on the table representing
The druid lady?
the other creature you saw that was covered in all of the tendrils and stuff like that. So what I'll do...
A different regard.
Oh,
Yeah, do you remember that?
weren't there
I do
pillars
remember
as
that,
well?
yes.
Pillars of ooze? Or was
Yes,
that the
there
previous-
is like pillars of this, like the whole place is like covered in ooze and stuff like that. Tentacles are going everywhere, black thick tentacles.
Did you want to draw the
In
pillars
that case, I would use bonus action hide. But
Then when I say like they're more, imagine if you've seen Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom when he's seen all the snakes across the thing, how Holly the snakes just writhing over each other, representing just black tentacles. In
I was
this
actually
case.
imagining like how the red weed is described in War of the
That
Worlds.
too. That was also a good rendition of it. And
Actually,
there's
it's
tendrils
all
going everywhere. The main tendrils that are accumulated around that black figure around the back. It is just a figure of the
like all
tendrils,
the cables.
more than anything. Nothing else you can see. Of course, the creature in the centre of Xenofeld himself is just another group of more tendrils, but also a mixture of other bugs and grasshoppers and wasps and all that type of stuff, just sort of like just buzzing around each other, creating a sort of humanoid-looking sort of form to greet you all as you're doing this. And the whole room has like just the sound of buzzing of different insects, the mosquitoes, the flies buzzing around, beetles bumping into the walls and stuff like that, and filling up the room just ever so slowly as you were going through.
These smells do you think it's most of
in my mouth.
Wisdom, Constitution,
All right, Imperious. So that was Imperious. The lair says,
Meow.
Says, oh my Jesus!
"Oh my Jesus!"
Oh my Jesus! Sorry, I'm terrified and it brings out the, apparently the gremlin in me.
Yeah,
Super
it
creepy.
also depends on what they say.
All right, so I am going to utilize these little creatures as suddenly coming out of the mass of the insects and stuff like that in the room that are buzzing around, cascalate into, that's probably not the correct pronunciation,
What?
is it? Coloscate or whatever the
Coalesce.
coalesce, thank
Yes.
you, into
Coalesce?
a bigger
Okay.
mass of the creatures themselves and suddenly just like pop down at various people's feet. Once amongst this group. One gets this fella over here. And then this little swarm attacks you. And like, ah!
Something missed me. Yay! That doesn't happen
I
often.
know. And one of these guys gets hit from the swarm of insects. That was the lair. Something knows. Rowan.
Next turn.
I don't know what to expect from this situation. As a bonus action, I'm going to invoke my unicorn totem in between us and Xanafelt. So
So what does that do again?
every time I cast a healing spell, everybody regains 7 hit points.
Yep.
hang on, I got a dice for that. That'll do.
I believe I've got a 30-foot radius, so it should cover
There.
all of us. Yes. And it being in there means that I'm not going to move it much during the fight unless people start dashing about. Then, as my action, I would like to dodge.
All right.
Yes, I don't know what to expect from this, so I'm going to wait and see. Just be patient.
Did Amber get a turn as part of that first round?
We haven't even gone through Rowan yet.
No, because they started before the round. They
No,
There's like
that was not a surprise
That was
round
surprising.
No surprise round.
because we were talking in
Facing
the last
towards
one.
him.
We'd had about a 10-minute discussion, so there's no surprise.
and then we just like attacked.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
basically a forcing
Cool.
initiative roll, essentially. Yes.
Okay,
It is your go now.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, after Rowan, of course. I rage and charge at the ugly thing.
All right, you rage in charge of the ugly thing. What's your movement again?
40? No, 35 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get there without with your normal move.
Fuck it, I'll throw something at it.
Javelin of light.
Hang on, if
gonna
you
say-
moved slightly right, you would have got both of them. In fact, you can still get both of them now.
The Javelin of Lightning is actually used.
Yes, it was used last turn.
It was used in the last combat.
just have to use
With
the
the
javelin
room
part.
with the dip in it.
Yeah, but you can still throw the javelin.
I have other javelins,
Guys,
which
can
are
we
just as powerful.
let her do her stuff?
Okay, I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Thank you. Roll.
What? I'm just trying to figure out what I gotta roll. A d20. It's been a while, and my paperwork is gone.
It's been a while.
D6.
Oh boy, that ain't hitting. Could it have been reckless?
Technically.
Just roll.
As long as you make an attack roll,
What did you roll?
then keep your
2.
You miss. As the javelin skitters off the stonework and the squishiness of the tendrils going through the floor.
Okay.
Also, for future
Antoine.
reference, I attack the ugly thing is not as specific in this party as you'd like it to be.
Yes.
I don't think any of you guys are ugly, so you know.
I ask a boon of my god, which is contained in that little piece of tree on my chest.
What do you want to try and do?
That is less specific, but I'm thinking, there's a lot of like nature-like things buzzing around the room,
Yeah.
and this god is, well, this thing in front of us is a bit of an abomination.
So you're actually just like trying to call upon a god type thing.
Yeah,
Are you asking for protection or for to smite down your enemies, or for something
Yeah, you
else?
probably need to be a bit more specific. It's like, god's having tea.
I can't ask for. There's no point asking for protection from poison. I have no idea.
Smite.
Holy fire. Ask for smite. I can't get close enough to smite it. Just move me forward, and I'll go into defense.
This one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 25, aren't you?
Yep. I'm only short.
Alright, that was Antoine. You're going into defense to dodge whatever they call it. Volkia.
If I was to cast a spiritual weapon, I can then cast a cantrip as well.
Yes.
Yes? Cool. I cast spiritual weapon at Xanafeld.
Yep.
So my spiritual weapon pops up right next to Xanafeld
Yep, okay.
and tries to smack him.
Using a ship.
Oh! Why? Okay.
But I wanted to drop a ship on him.
So I try and hit Xanafeld with that
Yep.
No.
and miss completely. That's a 3 on the
And
dice.
then you attempt to do
10.
a spirit theme, which I can do a save for.
A what?
Assuming doing a saving throw one, Toll the Dead.
Yes. 15 wisdom.
I fail.
So 2d8.
Has Xanafel taken any damage?
Yes.
Yeah, he took a fireball.
2d12.
Told Dead does more if they're hurt.
This is why I bought a second set of dice, because I need more dice.
Nice.
20!
Nice.
Boom, baby.
4 off. Full damage.
Very nice.
Very nice.
That's a spicy meatball.
Alright.
Now it gets to go.
Now it gets to go, that's right.
Oh god. God, so
I didn't do as much damage.
The tendrils that are going through the ceiling, through the floor, through the walls, and everywhere else, big thick ones that are travelling through the floors themselves, suddenly all rise up in various different places, like tendrils throughout the whole room. And everyone's going to be copying this.
Is it an attack against us?
Yes.
I've dodged, so it's
I know.
it's a disadvantage against me.
I'm going to start with Amir, so you get attacked. You are definitely hit.
One class of 16.
You are definitely hit. Not much damage. This could have been only 11.
Good point.
Volkia, you were missed. Amber, you were hit.
17.
Yep. I rolled 2 off maximum. So
That's fine.
18 points of damage. So
What type of damage is it?
that. It is,
So-
it is physical, yes. So
Bludgeoning.
they're basically tendrils that are coming at you and trying to like slash at you.
They've
or
got to whip
pummel
it.
you
So I
or
take
ground
9
you or something
damage.
like that.
Did we have any temporary hit points from the unicorn totem?
No, it was the bear that gives us
Antoine,
couldn't
you
remember.
missed the miles. Didn't even bother rolling the second roll. First one was bad. Rowan, you missed by miles. I'm not even going to bother rolling the second
So
one.
dodgy, so dodgy, so dodgy.
Imperious, you hit.
16.
Yes.
The dodge maneuver is
13 points of damage.
not used as much as it should be.
Odd Claw is missed.
Usually because I'm too busy hitting things, so I can't hit things and then go dodge.
Yeah, but there's times when it's absolutely useful.
Hit as well.
I know. I usually just go defensive.
That's why he's got
stance.
defensive stance.
Valen is taking 8 points of damage. The commander is much more upclass. He is not hit. And the soldiers, one's hit, one's missed, and the other one's hit. Doing 12 points each. Alright, that was that.
Amir.
I will let Amir have a go.
Okay.
Notification.
Do these tendrils sort of retract?
They do, they can spike up and then
I am going to cast Hex on Xanafelt.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot him.
Alright, go for it. Shoot him.
So polite.
Shoot him, my fellow robots.
Yes. Not using sharpshooter feat this round.
Yep.
Damn me and my short legs.
Damn me, my shorter legs.
I got a +10 to my movement. My short legs are the same as yours.
For the first one?
22 is definitely hit. There is something I need to do, but I'll let you finish your turn first. But
21 for the second one.
More.
Oh,
24.
yeah.
I get a +10
Go for it.
to my movement.
Do you need other dice?
I just rage.
Can you tell me but you'll have to actually do your
no,
damage separately?
Yep.
Because there are different things for different damage types you do.
Yep, okay. So one, it is a magic weapon for getting past damage reduction, if that counts.
Good point.
And necrotic. Does that apply differently?
Yeah, then roll damage normally then.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's piercing and necrotic is what
Yes.
I
Yep.
do.
I forgot yours are magical too, yes.
5... 12 from the first one. 15 from the second one.
Pew pew.
12 and 15, so 27.
Nice.
Alright.
That's without sneak attack.
This used to
Actually,
be my sneak attack
Does
dice.
the spiritual weapon count as an ally?
No.
Good try.
It's worth checking.
There is one thing I did forget for those who did take damage during that round. Can you please do me a DC Constitution save of 13? If you are,
I get
it is
advantage?
poison based, so if you've
Fine.
got, sorry, it's disease based, but I think it's the same as poison. But
I'm fine.
I'm not.
You didn't take damage, you're fine.
Yeah.
Actually, am I with... No, I'm not within
I'm
10 foot of the
I don't
paladin.
know if poison is.
No, he's run up. Pretty sure.
Is it 25
I think as a
pass?
halfling, you're okay.
DC 13.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice it.
No, I just mean
I failed.
in terms of.
I got a 21.
Of course you
you
do.
got 21. That's
So
fine.
wait, I only got 11.
You only got 11.
Yeah.
All right. You are failed. I will write that down.
I'm actually very good at Constitution saves.
What's this for?
It's fine. If I fail 3 in a row, I'm going to turn into one of their monsters.
You guys are hearing throughout the hall, the typical slashing of tendrils and stuff like that from your soldiers and stuff like that. The twang of your bow as you're firing arrows. The roar of Amber as she's basically running up the hall towards Xanafelt. And other people pulling out weapons and stuff like that. Then of course, while it's got a lot of sound behind it, you hear boom, boom.
I love you, Valen.
As Valen throws out some hate. Only one of them hits. Not for much either, unfortunately.
I swear I used to have hand axes.
Alright.
What
You
happened
did
to
used to
them?
have hand axes.
Probably buried them in some other people you didn't like.
Oh, for some reason they're not considered equipped. No, I have them. Just for some reason I forgot to equip them to my character. So they're stored in my bag where they would never be. They're always on her.
You've got too much stuff hanging from you, though.
She's a dwarf.
She doesn't need to
Carrying how many amber?
She doesn't need to.
Huh?
How many ale flasks and?
They're hanging from my shoulders, man. It's
She doesn't
fine.
need to
At
wear
some point,
armor,
you get
it just comes in
encumbrance.
weapons.
No actual option for it here for some reason.
Chris,
Huh?
you know how attack is the best defense?
Yeah.
So she doesn't need armor because she's covered in weapons.
What are those?
More insects. I'm just utilising these guys as more insects. Did you move forward at all, Volky?
No, I stayed where I was.
Alright, so on Volky there is an insect swarm that's basically come up. It's definitely hit you. You take 10 points of damage from the insect swarm as it goes all through your armpits and all that type of little gaps they can find and bites little insects into you. And the other one against Rowan.
At disadvantage.
Yes. Luckily, because I rolled a 15 first, and I rolled a 1 for the second one.
Yes.
So dodgy, so dodgy.
Alright, the Commander, he basically just goes up to one next to Volkir and has an attack. Smashes it pretty damn hard. He does almost maximum damage, so it's 12 points against the thing. His second attack comes in, mashes it like no tomorrow.
I'm going to start taking out the small things that you need.
He did
After
18
the
points of damage to the swarm. He chunked it
So I'll
pretty
keep
well.
my spiritual weapon on Xanafel.
Okay,
And then
and last but not
swords
least,
to
these
clear
two
them
soldiers
up.
will smack onto
The
that
one you
little
want
creature.
Xanafel dealt with, just
This
so
one will jump
I
over to Ron and Rowan. One on Rowan first will miss. The other two guys will miss and miss. That was horrible rolling on my behalf. Alright, back to the top of the round. Oddclaw.
I'm gonna run up to Imperius and swipe at all the bugs attacking him.
An Imperius, yep.
Hello.
It's an easy hit.
Yep.
7,
As an action.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plus 10. So 26.
Okay, 2 seconds.
26 points. 26 damage.
26 damage.
Yep.
Because the other thing I was going to do is bugs is cast this turn. So I just go, people that have bugs on them come to me.
Yep. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Strategizing. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Seeing how
Alright,
tough
so how
it
much
is.
damage did you do, sorry, again?
26.
26. Alright. Yes, you stab it like this swarm of beetles and weird flying insects and stuff like that. You managed to sort of collect a couple of them on the way through, but yeah.
Yeah, I pull the rapier back out and just tear one off and
Tear one
start
of the
eating it
one
like
of the bugs off, yeah.
like a skewer and
Yeah.
just a bit crunchy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bug.
And then I'm going to use my dagger as my bonus.
That's terrible.
That's a
Actually,
miss.
likely that I've got
Alright, you can
Unless
take
it's
a
2
fast-
plus 7.
Revivify is actually telling you.
9.
miss, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Next would be Imperius, of course.
Yep, I'm going to activate Radiant Soul as my action, which means all my attack spells will deal an extra 7 damage now. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
For a whole 5 hit points.
Alright, done. Blair. On Amia. And probably on Rowan, with the same number as before. As more insects start piling up towards you guys.
I think we should ignore the insects.
Alright. Rowan.
Conglomerate in a circle.
Oh, sorry, they got to attack first.
Yeah.
Rowan.
I'm still dodging.
Still dodging. Weird. Oh, you're lucky. It's still a hit,
Damn.
but I did roll a 20 on my second one.
Yeah, don't do that.
What is your armor class again, sorry?
18.
Okay, yeah, no, I did. Just make sure. You take 10 points of damage.
Ow.
Piercing damage.
Stop it.
And that was the other one against Mia that was just summoned recently. So 18 hit you, I'm pretty sure. Just, yeah. You also take 10 points of damage.
Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Alright.
Is that poison status?
Now, Rowan.
No, that's no. That was for my. Sorry, that was for concentration.
Yes, that was for
Do I also need to do one for poison?
No,
or is
the
this a
bugs.
different?
No.
These are the bugs,
He's,
not the.
don't listen to him.
Yeah.
It's not the bugs. It's doing it.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I'm gonna take a step back from these two bugs who are up in my
Are you
business.
disengaging or are you stepping back?
I'm not disengaging.
Okay.
I'm just stepping back.
Alright, so they both have an attack at you. Roll for both of them. One hits, doing another 10 points of damage.
Ow. And then I just okay, head in the game. Produce from a pouch a large gem.
Alright.
I will smash it on the ground as my action
In front of you,
in front of me to take care of these two
I'm just
Muppets.
going to put it here for the purpose
Yep.
of the size of this thing.
And I use the gem to conjure elemental. Oh, there we go. Okay. Shall we say that the elemental acts on my turn?
Yes.
Okay, elemental. He is going to make 2 slam attacks, one against each of these. Actually, you know what? He is going to move to occupy the same space as these as the swarms because he can do that.
Yep, you can.
And then he's going to use Whelm, which says each creature in the elemental space must make DC 15 Strength saving throw.
Okay. Luckily they got a -4, otherwise they both passed.
Okay. On a fail, they take 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And they take 14 bludgeoning damage, and they're also grappled. If you can grapple a swarm, I'm not sure if they're
Because they're a swarm, you can you grapple some of them, but because of the way they act as a swarm, it doesn't really affect them all that much.
the target is restrained and unable to breathe unless it can breathe water.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect them because there's just this swarm of creatures and insects just buzzing around in and out of the water and stuff like that.
And they're just wet.
They are just wet.
However, they do take damage.
And then I'm gonna take a few more steps back and get closer to Volkia.
Okay, so you're gonna head over towards Volkia. So you pop in. So say roughly there.
Yeah, it'll do.
Okay, cool. All right, Amber.
Me,
assume
that's
you're
me,
just gonna-
me.
Assume you're just going to go. charge.
She's going to continue running and smash.
Go smash.
Recklessly, of course.
Water elemental.
Well, does 18 hit?
Yes.
Oh, good, because I rolled pathetically. And the dice were only one apart from each other. Okay, I found my paperwork, so now I know exactly what I need to do for this. I need a d12. Oh, wait, but I do 2 attacks. Do you want me to roll for both? To see if they hit?
Just no. Roll the first one.
Okay.